Greetings. Alright, let's go back up. Surround the pillar with domes on every level. Because of where the base computer is, the only thing we can't do is build on the backside of the pillar. I was never planning to go quite so far, even. Kind of hard hugging a wall. And sliding away. Alright, that's one possible configuration. That's another possible configuration. And even doing this doesn't mean the end of it. If we're willing to sacrifice a couple plant nodes, and obviously we have plenty of domes. It's okay if we have doors and lose nodes, because we have more domes and more domes and more domes. But we could build curved corridors that further complete just spitballing here. We could come out, connect them. I don't know, put a viewing chamber out there. We could do stuff. Could remove the curved corridor and make it with straight ones. You don't like the curve, huh? The glass facing the rock does kind of make the glass over here a bit pointless, although you're not going to be spending... Who's going to be spending time in these corridors looking out? So it doesn't... It's just more aesthetic from the outside. Exanerva, you like the curve? I like the curve, but I also don't know, with all these cool possibilities, where I want to end up. Nothing against the curve, you're just giving ideas. So, yeah, this could get insane, because we could add doors over here and branch out in that direction if we really wanted to. I have no intention of doing that right now. I'm more trying to decide on what to start with. The simple 2, that was neat, and we bring it down. Even if we're starting with 2, we can change the connecting pieces later. They'll float if we pull the corridors. They all float down here, up here. And when you're up here, you'll float too. Or you'll fall. That's another possibility. And the curves which are coming right off the central corridor. Oh, that's very cool. I've never seen that message before. It made me. I had to do a double take there. Pergy is continuing the gift sub they got from C-Star. They are one of 122,972 gift subs to continue this September. Nice! Pergy, thank you very much. And C-Star, yeah, look what you started. So that's awesome. Gift subs aren't always gonna be just one-offs. That's super cool. Thank you, Pergy. Cheers. All right, since we can freely break this stuff and recreate it, let's just keep playing with some possibilities. I realize this isn't vastly different, but it changes the spacing. And I I want all these configurations to exist simultaneously. Can't we just have a multiverse of towers? I have such relief from knowing that we get all our mats back. It's just that gives me great pleasure. That inner no glass thing. Okay, I don't think 2 are gonna fit, but that's what I wanted to test here. Also, no way 2 are gonna, nah, 2 aren't gonna fit. But you see what I was getting at, so maybe we could go 2 out and then curve and then have a tree. All right, let me modify that. See where that's going? Got enough glass. How are we doing on glass? Enough for at least 2 more domes, and I'd still have an extra 10 in the starship. Yeah, we're good. It was just blue. It was blue. Oh, almost disorienting there for a moment. It is. Are we moving? Oh god, I'm tripping out here. That's cool. Would a cross piece allow 3 domes per side? Yes, I think it would for sure. The question is, do we want to? But let's go see what this looks like. Yeah, if we replaced that with a cross, I'm sure we could fit a 3rd dome. You're gonna need more glass. Oh, for the whole tower? Yeah. I'm not expecting to get the whole tower built right now. We're going for design. That's pretty sweet though. And okay, this is pretty sweet. But what if at the T we curve back towards? This is sort of what I was talking about getting nutty with, but maybe there's a less nutty way to do it. What if we add? I just have to go. That's sweet, and we could stack that to the bottom. That would be just awesome. But those outer ones, I want to try something. I want to modify that a little. And tell me what you think after I curve them back towards the rock. Hold on, no, I gotta get this ladder. We gotta remove that ladder. The ladder is hell right now. Be tricky. Where we get the ladder. I am not gonna be able to do it from down in here, and I can't do it from inside the cuboid because it's on the outside. Oh, damn that ladder. I'm gonna have to. I'll deal with it later. I'm gonna have to build something to stand on to get at it. Come on. Deep breaths. I can do it now. I'll just build out a little. Take a bite out of the rock here. Come on. Bye-bye. Just delete the cuboid. That would have worked. delete the cuboid and put it back. You know what? I have enough jet fuel. I'll just go up the middle of the shaft. It's really weird hugging the wall for me. Guys, I could turn around and we could have a view. Alright, let's try a little bit more crazy. Hard save. Might take a nibble. Don't want that. Look at it too. This might not look as cool. I want to try it anyways. Might just be too busy, too elaborate. It also might take a bite out of the wall. Did not take a bite out. Plenty of clearance. Plenty of clearance. Now the shape is a weird one, but I want to do the other side, go down and take a look. We can always backtrack to what it is right now, which I think looks just tight. I'm just so thrilled we get all our mats back. Every time I think of that, we're getting all our mats back every time. I get a little dopamine shot. It's just awesome. You build the inner dome on a curved piece, too. It'll look like a fan from above. We'll ponder that in a minute here. Oh, see? That's kind of cool, too, isn't it? Saying if you put the... so curve it in and out. Like in towards the center and then out towards us where I'm standing. Something about the extra... they're all cool. Yeah, isn't it? It's maddening that they're all cool. But something about the extra shape. I don't know. Does it look better with the extra curves? Does it just look weirder? Busier? Let's try adding the curves you were just talking about, though. Pergy, I want to see that too. It might... I'm not sure if they'll fit. They might get too close together, or they might fit just fine. Actually, I think they'll fit. The original hope was to conform somewhat to the shape of the rock. So even though it's quite indirect, yeah, it still it accomplishes some of that still. So let's try. You don't want to do it, huh? Come on. Oh. Replicate that. Eating the right thing. This is so cool. All of this is really cool. This is just badass. That's tight. I mean, I realize it's getting more complicated and busier, but what shape? Doesn't that have... that just has really cool shape to it. Is it too much? Can't tell if it's too much. I'm lost in all this. It's never too much. Hmm. So, looking at the T pieces here, if we turn them into cross pieces, and then I'm just thinking about insanity for a moment, and then made another curve, so we have a full fan blade. We have a full fan blade, and three of the blades would be domes, and one would be going to the central corridor. But a corridor to link those domes, we should see what that looks like. I'm thinking if we put a third dome on, what it loses is a little bit of that conformity to the shape of the rock. I mean, these that already stick out away from the rock already defy that deliberately and look really cool doing it. So maybe it's not so important that I center everything around trying to hug the rock. These do hug the rock. And if we put another one out there, I don't know. Is that just insane? So, Captain, you prefer the previous iteration. Let me try to think back. The previous iteration. The previous one or the previous one? The previous one was before we added these curved pieces here. And the one before that was before we added those curved pieces there. Which? You're gonna have to add detail because of Twitch lag. The previous one. I don't think we have the, we haven't developed any specialized nomenclature. The one where the inner domes aren't curved corridors. Where the inner domes aren't curved corridors. It keeps them a little closer to the rock and to the central shaft. It is such a cool shape though, but I am a little hesitant to pull so far away from the rock. Part of me wants to do it anyways. I have enough fuel. Why don't I just freestyle up? I think I've got it in my head that you can jetpack up a wall for free. Doesn't mean we have to do it all the time. Let's see what a corridor connecting them would look like. Let's see the view from inside for a minute, too. Not that the surrounding scenery is that interesting. This is mostly going to look cool from the outside. Do most bases look much cooler from the outside? Surely than they do from the inside. It's going to hold a shitload of plants, though. I'm going to know what to do with all of these plants. So this is that central corridor we just put in place. Oh, that's neat. Yeah, I like that. And you can look out and see whatever ends up on the island. Probably can't stick a door right there, can we? Right. Get lost in these corridors. Makes access across domes. Yeah, the actual farming will be a little easier. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's really, it's dense, but it's really tight. In fact, synonyms. So, yes, I think that can be replicated. That. Yes. Sweet. So, guessing that we skip 2 and use the third, skip 2, use the third, skip 2, use the third. That would make our lowest level right about here. We'd have 4 levels. These 16 biodomes hugging this rock. Hey, Misbehave, welcome. Yeah, we're base building now. Good to see you, welcome. Thank you. Been getting a lot of tips. It's been a collaborative effort, a proper collaborative effort here today. I'm learning a lot about building, what you can and can't do, getting lots of tips, and then putting our heads together. We've been making, breaking, remaking, re-breaking, and this is really neat looking. And it gaps, it doesn't cut the rock at all, and we should be able to go all the way to the bottom. And we've even got a little bit of room up here. I don't know what we're gonna do up here, besides the landing pad. I like where this is going. So, Misbehave, hope your Thursday's going all right. Are you winding down? Well, it wasn't. I had only the broadest idea. The details have been a refinement. Sea-Star, you had better head to sleep. Happy building and have a great night all. You too, Sea-Star. Sleep well. Have a great night. Thanks again. So, yeah, we're gonna need more glass, and what I have on this starship will just get us 2 more domes, and we don't need for the curved corridors, so just connector. So we could do one more. Oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we can do another tier minus the middle connector piece. We could do another tier right now. Then we got to get some frostwort and plant some frostwort in some of these. I wonder how we'll arrange this. Like, top level will be one thing. Each level will be a different plant, maybe. Well, tons of room for tons of plants. We're also going to need a place to stand to build the next level. Be a little tricky. Really high up. We can't stand down on the walkway. Unless we want to build that level, we could build the low level and fit them in, but I'm a little concerned about spacing it incorrectly. Let's see, 1, 2. It looks like they use just 2 levels. Just 2 levels. So if we skip 2, that should be pretty safe. It'll use this and this. If we skip 2, yeah, that'll gap just fine. Use the floors in the cube tower as standing spots. Will let me build through the wall. Maybe, let's find out. Lower. Oh, low. Thank you, lower. I'll take what I can get. Let's start with that. Okay, so that one, skip 2, and what we would want to attach it to is one level beneath where I'm at. Even if we could get away with doing it on this level, what I would want to do is one level beneath where I'm at. Float anything outside, can I? I can make a corridor or something, make a temporary corridor stand in. Need to have a door on it too, huh? How about this? Because it'll get me out of way. That's actually good. This might be helpful. I think I can do the rest from outside. I might actually be able to get it from here. What's the first piece? It's a straight piece. There we go. So we went 2 and then a curve, huh? The glass isn't as clouded as he thought. This glass isn't. The glass on... You're gonna make me fall down my own... Really... Oh, pure ferrite. I gotta go grab some more ferrite. Problemo. The, here, I can show you. The glass that we were talking about that's much more tinted is a piece like this. This didn't use actual glass, but unless I'm wrong, that has more of a tint than that, maybe? And then the corridors and the domes. I don't know how many different levels of tint there are, but some are pretty opaque. And it also depends. If you're on the inside looking out and it's well lit outside, it doesn't seem as tinted. Yeah, like any tinted glass, it depends on other factors, how it's perceived. Back to color. You mentioned color earlier. That's when you'll go really nuts. You can change the color of existing objects, can't you, without recreating them? This is gonna be sweet. See if I can get to the connector piece by standing on this dome up here. Now that it's sticking out. Oh yeah, I probably could have done it from here all along. Ferrite. Ferrite. And I used everything in my pack too. Ugh. This should be the pure ferrite. I prepped. I did prep for base building today. I didn't want to just sit down and say, let's build. Now what resources do we need? So I came with as much glass as I had, and not more, but it was a pretty good amount of glass to start with. I think we have not been hindered yet, even if we can't complete this base in one shot. That's a lot of glass for learning to base build. So nice when DHL delivers filled storage containers. I think I missed something. Well, I remember some DHL horror stories. Mostly involving laptops that not clients of mine, laptops of mine, but clients of mine who have had like corporate send laptops via DHL. That's just like, oh no, those don't need signatures, and then no, the laptop disappeared again. Anyways, I digress. T. How much glass? I had enough glass for 2 more domes. But not 4 more domes, so which domes are getting made right now and which domes aren't? Make the inner ones. Why isn't there a glass 3-way piece, Sean? Why, Sean? Answer me that. Sweet. Alright, let's go look. Wait, do I have enough for 1 more connector? Hold on. Right, do I have 1 piece of glass left? 1 piece? No pieces. Pieces? No pieces, glass left. Alright, we used every last piece. Sweet. That was good. This is gonna be sick. Look at that. It's gonna work. Yeah, it's gonna work. We really need the inner curve pieces, corridors. Let's think. Maybe comes straight out from the tower into a T-section that connects the inner domes. It's for shapeliness. We're using the buildings around, the domes around. I like curving around them. Yeah, you could do it with T's. You wouldn't have to use curves. I just like them. Yeah, especially like the way they're hugging the backside of the domes. We sure don't need them. I think I just like the shape. The inner curved pieces you were talking about, and the outer curved pieces are to bring those outer domes back towards the rock. Rocking those curves. Yeah, you can do it all with straight lines. I like the curves. You made a T between the inner domes. You could work back with the corridor to the glass tower. Good point. Tempting. And if Sean would make a glass T or a glass cross piece or something, then that would really be viable. But there was kind of a neat view looking out at the island from right in the middle of that cross piece. And if we make a T, we get easier access back to the central corridor, but we lose the view out in this direction. So, we can change it later. Not really planning on changing the design here at this point, but just thinking since I couldn't add more domes. if we wanted to have some variety of shape, level to level, but still maintain symmetry, one thing we could do is not put a curved piece here that curves back towards the rock, but just put another dome straight. And then maybe on this level, we curve back towards the rock. And on the bottom level, we just come out straight. So we could have curve, straight, and just alternating the shape it just gives it more shape. Oh. Instead of being the exact same all the way down. You make the central piece into a cross, you could add a third dome. Yeah, and if we made those into crosses, we could add another fan blade and more domes and more domes and more domes. But with 2 on each side per level and 4 levels, I mean, we're gonna have 16 domes. I think that's a lot. Also, it's fitting for this game. 16 domes, it's the perfect number. I hadn't thought of that until just now, but if you stop and think about it, 16 is the right number of domes. This is perfect. Picard, that's what's up. There are 4 domes on each level. All right, we gotta, let's get some frostwort and plant some so that we can start generating the rest of the glass we need for this and future projects. That's a lot of domes. Yeah, Bob, we've been, have you caught any of it? Probably been working and lurking. But we are going to, if you look at the top level there, we're either gonna replicate that top level down, so there's 4 levels like it, or we're gonna do some variations, small variation, but there's gonna be, should be 4 domes per level, 4 levels, 16 domes, and all the hydro you could ever grow. And some sweet views. I could build a pyramid down there. I jest mostly. I think we can find something more interesting to build, but actually from up here, a pyramid would look pretty sweet because you'd be far enough away from it to appreciate its size. Observation bubbles, like here, like make a cross piece that goes back to the center and then have observation bubbles that stick out the middle. So there'd be like a little nub here. A lot of weird possibilities if we just wanted to try more cool things, like in between. We could even come out in between and then put a observation pod. So we have our levels and then observation pod sticking out. A level, observation pod sticking out. The bot is really on point today, huh? I think I want to put my ship up there. Let's go rescue the ship from the depths. It's tight. Rise from the water. Give me my parking space. We could put more landing pads up here, but it'd not be the prettiest thing. I think we could think of something more interesting to put up here besides more landing pads. I didn't. I teleported in, which just worked perfectly. Teleported in and it I still have the blizzard. I've been a mess these past few days, misbehave, and so in game I really haven't done anything except camp this one system looking for the S-class version of this ship, which has the tie wings that I wanted. Yeah, Lamia. We should. Let's go photo mode on it. Good idea. So it has the wings that I wanted, and I think I prefer the stub cockpit, the squared off, not the turbine, more the snub nose cockpit. I'm getting used to the Mosquito, and the damage potential should show 3,000 and change because I've got 6 phase beam mods in there. Yeah, we haven't gone in photo mode. We haven't gone in photo mode at all. But yeah, thank you. That is a good idea. We are going to need to pull way back to see some of this. In terms of real estate, that's half the base. The base computer's right down there, which means this island is half the base. And this rock is half the base. This is pretty tight. It's pretty tight. And, you know, we could... I think it'd be obscene to keep going and really just cover the whole rock in domes. The base cutoff is kind of by the back of the landing pad. We can't actually build on the backside of the rock here. But we could probably have domes, if we were going insane, we could probably have domes that come out about this far. Run into boundaries at some point. You build a second base computer. Yep. Haven't seen Chronic today, but that's his way. He's just put another base computer. I do not have a guess. You see this hard line here. It's almost like there's an in-game POI that made a hard line and cut the island terrain. What I don't know is what that could possibly be. I can't think of any feature that exists here that would have formed the island that way. Yeah, let's say we, I don't have the glass now to build it, but we could come out here and put a viewing pod here. When I was talking about staggering them in between. Insane? What's that? The underwater cave. Oh man, the cave and all that underwater part is 200% more of the base. Yeah, where did I wonder if we can find where I punched out. Where did I even exit? Well, we could punch back down probably anywhere and it would be there. When I finally did pop out, I don't remember where I was. Might have been on the far side though. Not necessarily on this side at all. Yeah, there's a cave under here. There's a good-sized underwater cave. You passed it? Did you actually see the hole? I didn't. Okay, what did you guys see? Photo mode, alright, I'll go to photo mode, let me get juice. Ah, there. Sweet. Cute. I'm afraid to go in. Want to get an oxygen mod, I think. Alright, but it's there. It's good to know. It's there. On the left side. Up the middle of the bridge. Should we go in? Yeah. I got forced if you weren't... Alright, I don't really want to go in. Put something near there to mark it. The cave really does add extra base building potential. It does. We'll have to kind of think hard on it. And I can't swim down this narrow chamber. You can see it's just clipping me through the rocks. I'll have to make a better entrance. Or we build something so we can get down there. Yeah, we really could. We could put some underwater structures and maybe hide the access to the underwater cave base inside the rock somehow. Or swim in first person. Yeah, logic. More domes to get down there. There's room for more domes. All right, let's go up to the freighter and check the hauler to see if I have any frost ward left to plant or whatever, but assuming we have to go find some. Just travel to an icy planet and we'll do some collecting. We need enough to plant before we can have our own farm producing. There's the huge square room prefab you can use to dig. When you say dig, I don't want to accidentally open up the cave. If we want to kind of keep it secret down there, we might even want to close off the hole I made. And get access, deliberate access, somewhere else. I got 6 mods, Guardian. 6 jetpack mods. I stuck 3 here in general. And 3 in tech. It is worth it. It's worth all the slots. Yeah, silly amount. You put a corridor going from the glass tower into the cliff. You think it would allow, and then the secret entrance achieved? We could... Definitely would require a hard save before doing that. Hey, my freighter was gonna fit until you guys warped into my space. I've also all but decided that I don't want a different freighter. If we find... I just love the way this one looks. This short Star Destroyer. I love that it has a flat top. It's not too long. It doesn't have too many pods hanging off of it. Black and red would probably be in my top 5 color schemes. Like maybe black and white or some other combo I might prefer, but I mean, it's a badass color scheme on a badass ship with max slots. So we would need to find the same ship in an S-class with 34 slots for me to really consider upgrading the freighter. Oh, look, we got glass. We can make glass. Sweet. I didn't realize I had so much frost crystal left. Hot damn. Hot diggity damn. Let me see, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Actually, each of these is a dome. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more domes. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We only need 2. We can do all the domes. Oh my God. That'll get us 2 more domes. Whatever. We'll take all the glass. All the domes! It's a sweet planet, too. Sentinels are chill. The grass is blue. The weather is blissful. I want to see what this looks like from above. Oh, this is gonna be sick. Picture that, fully built up. And there's lots more room to build around here. This is gonna be a pretty cool base. I think we've got something. Wait, how much can I fit in my inventory? I gotta be careful about this.
Product constructed.
Okay. Yeah. We're good. You could extend the glass elevator up. This is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Where are we going? In a Wonkavator. I'm standing here. Let's see if I can measure this out. And we skip. Are we building off of that or the one above it? Let's see. Okay. Skip. Skip. Build. Alright, before I do the next level down, I'm gonna build over. This is nice how far away you can be, that it'll let you build from an impressive distance out. Oh, this is insane. Take more glass, almost. Right? Getting there. stand to get the last one going. I'm sure someone has. Skip, build. Alright, need to grab more pure ferrite. We get to take a peek. I was gonna build all the way down, but I don't have enough on me. Gotta grab something out of the chest. Oh, oh my god! This is ludicrous. And we were gonna reconfigure. I forgot we were gonna reconfigure too. I'm gonna make alternating. Like I might take that dome and try sticking it right here instead of that curved piece. Or just to change it up a bit. But it looks pretty incredible. I'm digging this. Fantabulous. Well, also, as far as the whole Discord thing too, if you have a sub and you link your Discord account to your Twitch account, it automatically adds you to the channel, or at least offers. It is all linked up. Should be good. All pretty informal anyways. This is nice, we can do the bottom level from down here, just standing here. For all that complicated, somewhat complicated, where am I gonna stand? Nice change. Faster to go this way. We need 2 connecting pieces, so we got thinking here. And we're gonna need all that glass for 2 more domes, and then the connecting pieces. I wonder, yeah, get a little. Use it all. Just use it all. What it's here for.
Well, what do we have here?
Apathy motivated, huh?
Arrival.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. Welcome. Okay, if we were gonna reconfigure the second level, the top here, and then that would mean maybe doing it a bit differently on this level too. So let me try sticking these 2 domes on the T instead of on a curve, and then going up to move the others. I can always put it right back if I don't like it. Idea is that maybe it will just give it, by varying it level to level, that it'll give it more shape, since it won't all be identical top to bottom. Survey says, ooh, hold on, I need to process this. like that. Need to stare at it a little bit. That's just, it's crazy. The whole thing is crazy. But isn't that kind of neat, having some just varied shape to it? If we ever wanted to redo it, worst case, we just pluck the plants, destroy the domes, and reposition them. I don't know, I think that's more interesting. Just so that when you look at it, your eye kind of goes, is that all the same? No, it's not, is it? It just, it holds your gaze a little more as the brain ponders the shape. There would certainly be nothing wrong with having it all the same, but I dig that. Have any glass left? We had 2. We could make 2 more connectors, but not 3. Are you gonna change colors? Maybe, yeah, maybe. I mean, I've been warned that I'll go crazy once I start thinking about that. I haven't. Let's see, what would you do? You'd go into building mode, you'd select it, you'd go material. You don't have a lot there. What did it start as? How do I avoid changing it? I want to accidentally change it and have it be the only one that doesn't match and then not. What's the default in case I need to put something back? Concrete. Black and red would look great. But what parts, I mean, some things we can color much more easily. I didn't just color it, did I? Match the SC1. The default is usually white and orange. Looks like it from that. We get materials on some things and color on others. Corridors, oh, is that a question of Guardians? I wonder why the answer didn't make sense. Wasn't a question. All right, we built it. Now what? We don't have enough frostwort left to plant. It could have been less hasty. We could have saved the last couple domes and planted some frostwort in the top domes. Oh, man. So I guess we're off to an icy world to go fly around and find some frostwort to plant. Let's see. You can color a dome. The main change is to the glass. But wait, how do you... But you can only change the material? So, what are your domes? Which material did you pick that colored them that way? Oh shit! Still in build mode. Crunch. Concrete, always concrete. You select a material and then you can change the color, right? Misbehave is asking. Oh! Oh, I missed that part. Okay. Huh. Well, with all these domes and the different levels, then coloring things might be... Here. The ones at the bottom. Alright, so material, concrete, color. I was afraid to click and change something. It's nighttime and we can't really see too much. So there's a concrete, gray, and red. The bot is bored of your dome building. But did that set it? I didn't get it set, did I? Or maybe I did. It looks a little darker along the rim. The main color will be the glass color. Okay, so we wanted a dark glass, and let me just see how that look. Hard to tell that the glass is darker, but maybe it is. Let's try something lighter. What colored glass would actually stand out? Yellow and blue. Yellow. Okay. So let's see. That stands out. Those look kind of gold. That's neat. All right, so the glass area, but the framing of the glass. Okay, the framing of the glass. Kind of like honeycombs, doesn't it? That's neat. What other light ones are there? Yellow. Yellow would stand out. That might. Ooh, the red. Okay, red and white. See how red and white looks. Yeah, misbehave is perfect for you. Now that still looks yellow. Did I not get it changed? Concrete, red and white. Okay, it changed that time. Oh yeah, the red shows. The red really shows. What else? Well, let's see how strong it stands out. Concrete, purple. Hey, it does. You know what? It does. It has more of a purple lavender glow too. Say orange is quite prominent. Yeah. Let's see. In terms of blue, there's concrete blue and red, concrete blue and orange, concrete blue and white. Well, yeah, that's blue. Orange and yellow and white, and an orange and blue. Ooh, yeah. I could have orange for selenium. Or forget color coding for plants and just, you know, look at how it looks and color them so that you have some nice complementary colors. They don't all have to be the same. Those 8, which all line up. I don't know. Yes, you could go nuts playing with color. Yes. How about that? Yes, you could sure go nuts with that. Was the default the white and orange? Blood red is your favorite. Obviously. As for actual access to the dome, since it's all through the corridors, through the central shaft right now, which I probably am not going to put a ladder in there, central ladder. Maybe, but probably not. More likely, it's just jetpack access. I mean, it's not for the faint of heart. This is, it's a private farm. Those little connectors are neat. See, that was a good idea. These little connectors, central connectors. Because on each level, if you've got 4 domes, what a pain it would be to have to go back through the central corridor and, you know, not really a pain, but compared to just straight lining it. The level. A little loop. Okay. It's not really a loop. We could have made it a loop. We chose not to make it a loop. Instead, it's this funky shape. I like. But maybe we'll put some observation pods, too. On, see how they look. In between levels, we could have a... How high are we? Where are we? This was really awesome. There's a lot of potential in base building. I think I'm going to enjoy. Look at that. Look at how the island is just cut out in between the domes there. I like this. I wasn't even burning out on the game yet, but it has just been so reinvigorated with possibilities. Our next base will have 64 domes! No, I mean, I don't know what we're doing. I want to plant stuff here. I really do want to use this. After I get some dinner, I will go in search of more frostwort so that I can at least get, 4 of these domes going with frostwort. What are we going to put in all? We don't need to populate them all. And how much, what should I expect to get? What do you get from a harvest in a dome? Maybe not the same for each plant. But anyone who's done any dome farming, I wonder, what could we expect to get from 4 domes of frostwort? For actual materials, this might be all the farming we need. Other domes, other bases. Be for fun, right? How much farming does one person need? I don't think you need 16 domes, but I guess we'll find out. Because you were drafted, bot. Because you were drafted. Bot says, why me? Alright, this is perfect place to wrap. I'm not ready to start something else, go to another planet, start harvesting. No, it's time to harvest dinner. Priority plants for domes. Cuprite and Bugger, you can't remember the plant. Plants that you can't plant in the ground anywhere. So let's see. Mordite? Ooh, okay, I almost just tried to ban myself. If I accidentally banned anyone, let me know. I'm in Chatty, a Java chat app, and sometimes when I'm trying to type and I'm not in the box, I type a word and instead I scroll, highlight, and boxes pop up, and sometimes it's a user box that pops up, which has lots of buttons on it. So if I start typing and go a little crazy. And Gravitino balls, if Rocky Mountain oysters are your thing. Can the base computer go in a building, or does it have to stay outside? It's a good question. Can you build? You have to put the base computer down before you can build. And I imagine you can't build under the base computer. I'm guessing you could build around the base computer and then enclose it. But you can't move it once you build your base, and I doubt you could put anything directly under it. So, sort of. You could build around a base computer, but it's a bit janky. That was my guess. Yes, but. So hey, I'm out of here for the night. I'm gonna go get some food on, and this is a great foundation for doing some more. Base building forever! Yay! Alright, we won't really do base building forever, but lots more possibilities here, and maybe coming up in the not too distant future some Tomb Raider. But no schedule changes. I don't think I even have anything posted, but stream tomorrow, Friday. Don't think I have any morning work shifts, so tomorrow will probably start at noon. Aim to start at noon. See you guys on the flip side. Cheers to you all. Thanks for being awesome. Thanks for everything. See you guys later.